Hi, this is Highbridge Caravans Devon branch, and on this absolutely gorgeous March spring day we're doing some walk around videos on our new and used stock before the weather turns horrible again. And this particular one is as nice a bit of second-hand stock as we could wish for as a motorhome dealer. This is a one owner from new 2018 model Chausson Welcome 630 on an 18 plate. We at Highbridge, we are Britain's oldest and biggest Chausson dealer. We sell absolutely loads of these, and one of our top 3 best-selling models of all brands since it came out in 2017 model year is the Welcome 630, or the Flash 630, which is the lowest spec one. So at the time, Welcome 630, Welcome was the top of the range from Chausson. Chausson are France's biggest motorhome manufacturer. They're the biggest European brand in the UK, and they're very, very popular. And the Welcome 630 is a unique layout. It's a 7-metre low profile with very popular drop-down beds and end garage, end washroom. So it's a real box ticker for everybody. That's why we sell so many of these. 6.99 metres, it's in the cheaper ferry bracket, based on the super popular Ford Transit with the range topping 170 horsepower engine option ticked on this one. It's got the metallic sort of grey cab, which is beautiful, and all the options you could want already fitted. Price on this is $49.95. These are very, very desirable second-hand. They sell very, very quickly, so if you are interested, contact us through the website or give us a ring and ask for the Devon branch, and yeah, I'm sure you'll love it. So let's have a little look at the details on this one. So it's a Chausson Welcome 630 2018, 6.99 metres tip to toe, about 3 metres tall because of the drop-down beds. It's got more roof height, low profile, got a bit of a bulge there, but not a lot. Very aerodynamic. This particular one owner, full service history, and it's averaging nearly 28 mile per gallon, which is pretty decent in fairness. It's 3.5 tonne with a usable payload of over 500 kilos, although we'd always advise you to put it on a weighbridge when you're fully laden, and gauge for yourself, and all the options already on it. So the 630, sister van to the 640, offers uniquely 2 drop down beds, 2 completely independent, absolutely massive single beds, which are really, really good news. So walking around the outside, 10,000 miles from new, not a mark on it. We've got the sort of grey brown metallic cab, more grey in fairness to it, it's a nice colour. Ford alloy wheels as standard. We'll have a look at the cab spec around the other side, but there's not a mark on this inside or out. We've got flush fit tinted double glazed windows. These are Chaussons are French, so they are designed for going skiing in the Alps, as of course the French do with them, so they're proper grade 3, fully winterised. On the outside you'll find an external shower point here, which is handy for hosing yourself or your bikes off. Flue for your gas and electric Truma water heater. Next to one along, you've got mains hookup. This one's got mains hookup, at least one leisure battery, which lives underneath the cab seat. See if we can see underneath there if there's a second one. I think there's just one leisure battery, but it does have a big solar panel on the roof, which has been added as well, which is great. In the service hatch here, we'll find your fresh water tank inboard, stop it freezing up, and easily filled up via the spout there, all inside to stop it freezing. And then we've got your handy electrical trip switches and your fuses there, so if anything goes wrong, nice and easy to get to. You're not having to lift up any cushions or beds to get to there. Lounge window, kitchen window, rear storage locker. So the problem with drop down beds initially was there was no fixed bed, so it's where do you put things. So Chausson took the popular idea of front drop down bed, or indeed single beds in this case, which is unique in the industry, and added a garage to the back, which is a fantastic idea. So you've got a real good sized garage. You'll easily fit 2 bikes in here, you may fit 3, but this one's also got a bike rack on the back, so you can keep all of this space, which is huge. This is a full height ski locker on this side. I'm 6 foot and I only come up to this height, so it's got loads and loads of storage above, with 2 shelves that can either be down or up depending on what you want to put in there. Kayaks, guns, surfboards, paddle boards, very popular. And then plenty of room in the rest of the garage. You've got tie down points, you've got 3 access doors, the one I'm looking through, the big end door there, and another main door over there. Previous owner has had us fit a room for a spare gas bottle. This van's got diesel heating, which we'll talk about in a moment, so it doesn't use a lot of gas, so it has a single gas bottle gas locker. So previous owner requested us to fit another one there for a spare gas bottle. Walking around the back of the van, you can see this year in the 2018 model year they still had the rear lift up flap, which is good or bad depending on how you view it. The negative of that is it raised the height of your bike rack up. So this one's had a very expensive, about £700–800 fitted Fiamma lift bike rack fitted. So obviously if you fold that down like normal, it's going to be too high for you to put your bikes on. So this is a lift, so that means it's got a little winder on it. So you can just wind it down and it will come all the way down and out to around there, so you can easily put your bikes on, and then you can just wind them back up again. Really, really clever. Now the other thing with that though is it does block your rear reversing camera a bit there. And so previous owner requested we fit an additional reversing camera down here, so you've actually got a double reversing camera set up on this one, which is fantastic. It's a benefit of buying used there, folks. Someone else has already gone to the quite large expensive fitting things like the solar panel, the bike rack, the extra reversing camera, and the wind out awning that you'll see on this side as well. You also see it's an absolutely lovely day in South Devon, if only it would stay like this. Looking in the other garage door, we've got a blown air heat vent pipe there. We've got plug sockets for charging up your e-bikes or for using electronic equipment outside when you're hooked up to the mains. We've got a light so you can see what you're doing, and some handy extra hooks that have been fitted. Toolkit in there. These don't come with a spare wheel. If you wanted to carry one, there is room in the garage. They come with a run flat injection kit. This van's got a Thatcham Category 1 alarm system fitted to it, which also has sensors on the garage doors like you'll see there. And then looking down the driver's side, again, all immaculate condition, no lumps, bumps, dinks or scrapes like you often get. We've got the wind out 3.5 metre Fiamma F45 awning, LED awning light, bathroom window, toilet cassette locker dump point there. Your wastewater drain is signified by that sticker and is to be found underneath the van. We've got a big fridge freezer inside which runs off gas, mains electric or 12 volt for when you're driving, so it's a 3-way fridge freezer, and these are the vents for it. On the welcome, which was the top of the range one, you've got a better habitation door. You've got a double locking habitation door with a window and central locking and a fly screen. Lounge window. Gas barbecue point's been fitted there, so instead of using a spare gas bottle for your gas barbecue, you can just plug your gas barbecue in there and run it off your gas bottle in your gas locker. As I say, because it's got diesel heating, so instead of being gas powered heating or gas and electric powered heating, this runs off the diesel in your fuel tank. It's Webasto. It's been around for 50–60 years. You'll see it in all sort of long haul truck cabs, trains, limousines, boats. Very economical, very powerful, very reliable, runs off the diesel in your fuel tank, barely uses any at all, heats up really quickly. It's a good system. I'm surprised you don't see it on more big vans, and it massively cuts down your gas consumption, and gas is expensive and it's hard to find. So because of that, you only need a single gas bottle in there. We can fit you a single 11 kilo refillable bottle that you can refill an LPG filling station, or we can put a Calagas bottle in there, or you can put your own in there if you've already got some. And of course there's room for a spare in the garage if you wish. So looking into the cab spec now, you can see fitted by Nick at TVS Security, we've got a Cobra Thatcham Category 1 alarm system fitted to the van. We've got cab blinds on the welcomes as well. We've got all the nice Ford Transit stuff, so it's the 2-litre silky smooth Ford stroke Peugeot engine. It's the quietest, smoothest, I think one of, if not the nicest commercial vehicle engine of its generation. Allied to a 6-speed manual transmission, we've got a Ford Bluetooth stereo system with steering wheel controls. We've got that double reversing camera with a mirror mounted monitor that's mounted on your rear view mirror, and yeah, aircon, cruise, twin airbags, all the stuff you'd want. Twin swivel cab seats with height adjust and 2 armrests on each one. And a big glass area. This is a front wheel drive Transit, so it handles really well, not quite as crashy as the Fiat. On a racetrack, these will win around the straights. Fiat would just beat it around the corners, but the overall ride is, I think, a little bit nicer than the Fiat, and I think the engine's slightly smoother. But you're splitting hairs, it's the bit on the back, the conversion and the layout that makes the difference. But nice big glass area, big glass windscreen, which is good. This is where Ford have learned from Fiat, really. So let's have a little look inside. So the Welcome 630, or the 630 as a whole, it offers, today they're called a Welcome Premium 630 or VIP, they keep on changing the name every year, but this was the top of the range one, and it offers 2 independent drop down single beds, as you will see up there. They are huge. They're 6'5" and 6'3". They're really wide. I'm a big chap. I'm sort of knocking on 17 stone, 6 foot tall, and I can fit in width wise with my arms out there and not overhang. You can drop them both down all the way down here. In fact, let's get in and do that. See your fly screen door there as I come in. In fact, what I won't do is drop the beds down because I forgot the isolate key, which is inside. So if anybody's interested in a second video seeing the beds drop down, just comment here and I'll film one and we'll upload it to YouTube and you can watch there, or we can email it to you. But you can see we've got two completely independent, very big adult size drop down beds, and these, all you do is you twist a key in there and the table will drop down electrically and can be left down as a coffee table. It can come up, it can swivel, it can double in size, and then you press a button on the end of each bed and that will allow them to come down and stop at any height you wish. So you might wish them to stop just above seating level and then they come down all the way, so you don't need the step ladder to get into them. This makes a double bed underneath here, and if you want you can drop down your beds to any height halfway, and then you do get the wee ladder for getting into them, and you can make a guest bed. So it's a 4-berth, but it's probably better as a 2 and sometimes guests, which probably encompasses most of our customers want that anyway. And it gives you seat belts. Now you'll say, where are the seat belts, Mr. Sales Manager? Well, the seat belts, this is becoming more common now, but I think Choson do it better. These side sofas, which we love in the UK, Europeans aren't bothered about lounging space, but in our miserable climate, not today, but normally our miserable climate, we like a bit of feet up lounging. This gives you two very, very long sofas. You can also swivel both your cab seats all the way around, sit there with your feet on your side sofas and watch your telly box. It's a great space to be. Your table will simply fold out, and you can also rotate that around to as big or as small as you want it to be. And when you want to carry passengers, underneath here you've got two flip up forward facing seats, not like how Compass Eldest do it with little sort of jump seats, but proper armchairs. So that is the backrest. You use that handle there, that will just come up like that, and then you put your cushions down and you've made two very big forward facing crash tested seat belted armchairs, which are very comfortable to use. And then this little wooden section there on either side just folds away. What a great idea. And the rest of the time, when it's just the two of you, you can leave them down and relax in your very nice lounge. And it is a very nice lounge. And look at all this floor space here. You don't get this with almost any other motorhome. I also like the sort of mid-grey upholstery. I've forgotten the name of it, Florida or some funky name, but it gives you plenty of comfortable space there. Coming back to your kitchen, you've got a big old kitchen, you've got an oven, which we've been asking for years, from Choson, with the 2 gas burners and 1 electric. You've got an extra flip up bit of workspace there. When these beds are down, the foot end comes down, if it's down all the way, and fills that space. But you can, if you want to, put a microwave on there, because there's no room for a microwave. Europeans don't do them. Instead of chopping that cupboard about, carry a microwave in your massive rear storage area, take it out, put it there, and use to plug it in that plug socket there that's been fitted on request by the first and only owner of this van. And then you've got microwave, you've got oven and grill, you've got 3-burner hob, you've got a deep sink, plenty of plug sockets, light up splashback, things like that, nice bits of luxury stuff, little hangy things, deep storage cupboards for all your food. And for your cold food, you've got this 3-way automatic energy selecting fridge freezer, which is really big and doesn't look like it's been used. Look at that, really good space. Up above her there, you've got a slide out TV bracket where you can fit up to a 21-inch TV. That will come out to face the front, and if you're watching the Grand Prix, it's becoming to a critical time and you've got to make a pit stop yourself. If you had 2 hands, you could just unlock that and swivel it round and face the toilet, which is lovely. TV point up there. Next to that, you've got some storage cupboards with your TV aerial within it there. Control panels are hidden away around the corner. I won't go through them because they're all the same on all vans really. So you've got gauges for your fresh and wastewater tanks, for your battery capacities, and a nice simple turn dial to control your heating there. All nice and easy. Welcomes give you this nice light up surrounded mirror on the way in as well, and all this extra nice ambient lighting underneath the beds. Step up from the Flash, which was the rather plain entry level one. And then, in your only 6.99 metre van, remember you've got a big garage at the back, but you've got this huge bathroom. Look at it, it's fantastic. You've got the transporter from the Starship Enterprise as a shower, which is really cool. Do ignore those flies up there, by the way. They get in somehow, nobody knows how, but we'll of course clean them out. Duckboard in the shower on the welcomes. Massive space, really practical, usable shower space with proper glass doors to separate it. Good bit of floor space, normal Thetford cassette toilet. Really nice use of lighting all the way through. These are very, very popular. Another mirror, another high-level storage cupboard, low-level storage, shelves. And then at the back, you've got a very big mirror. So I'll hide away from that. And if you open up this very big mirror, you'll find what's over the top of the garage. So underneath that bit there is the garage. So above you've got all this internal space. So people often say we're drop downs. There's no cupboards underneath of them, so they can drop down all the way. Where's all my storage? I've got an Auto Sleeper from 1998 and it's got high level cupboards there. I haven't got that in my drop down bedded van. What am I going to do? Well, you're going to do this. You've got absolutely masses of room, both in the garage, and look at all this storage space, huge shelving space all the way around. These infill cushions are for the downstairs bed. If you're not using it, you can leave them at home. They're your carpets. They'll either be down or at home. And then you've got this gargantuan space, the hanging rails at the top. You can carry a microwave if you want to, do what like I suggested, and you can just store that there. And then it still leaves you all this space. I personally would box that out with some plastic boxes on some Velcro ends, but it's an absolutely huge bit of storage space. So that's more storage than you can expect in any 7-metre van. So what does this Welcome 630 do? It offers you a twin sofa lounge, it does seat belts, it offers you a table that can swivel and drop. The biggest single beds in the industry that can drop all the way down to any level. You've got a really nice kitchen, you've got bucket loads of floor space, a proper oven at a decent height, room for a microwave if you must, a big fridge freezer, a telly bracket to keep your TV out of the way. All of this, 10,000 miles, 49,995. It is an absolutely super buy for someone, this one. So this is the Choson Welcome 630 at Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. It's got the double reversing camera, it's got a TV aerial, I think it's got a solar panel. Don't hold me to that actually, but I think it's got a solar panel. If not, we can fit one. It's got diesel heating, it's got the wind down expensive bike rack, it's got the awning, it's got the cut-on alarm, so it's got everything you need. It's better than new. 49,995 for this Choson Welcome 630 at Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. We are here through lockdown. It's nearly the end of lockdown, but we are here. If you have any inquiries, ring up and ask to speak to the Devon branch. Somerset will answer, so I insist on speaking to that nice chap who does the videos at the Devon branch about his Welcome 630 at 49,995. You can put in an internet inquiry through the Highbridge Caravans website. You can send us an email to jw4@highbridgecaravans.co.uk, or you can put a comment on this YouTube video if this is where you've seen it, and we will respond to it. We're here to sort out part exchange prices, finance prices, give you more information, pictures and videos about the van. USB sockets up there as well, very good. Big opening panoramic roof light above my head as well. So yeah, we can do all of that during lockdown, and if you really want to reserve the van, if you think it's the one for you, we can do a subject to viewing deal to reserve it for you until when we open, which isn't that far from now. You can come and see it. So Choson Welcome 630 2018 at Highbridge Caravans Devon branch at 49,995. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.